Welcome to Fashion Sense for the wise and stylish. Today we're featuring the Accutron watch. This is a mechanical watch inspired by some of the watches that Accutron made in the 1960s era. This particular watch is a recreation of the 412 watch, which was introduced probably in around the early 60s, although this one says 1969 on the back. It is a Swiss-made 26 jewel watch with a 34 millimeter case diameter. It is 12.5 millimeters thick, water resistant to 30 meters, although it has a leather band. It's a leather crocodile embossed band with a double press deployment closure. It's important to note too that if you don't like the black band, there are a number of other colored straps available on the Accutron website. That is one thing that I really like about how Accutron places their watch bands on their site. You don't have to go out and just Google them and find them through other sources that are there. You can get the official Accutron bands there. There are 12 different bands that are available for this particular watch on this site. They're available at $90 a piece. This particular watch it retails for $1,450 as of today in February of 2025. This particular watch is one that was a certified pre-owned watch that had never been worn before. They do have at least one of these still available on their site. I think they actually have two or three, maybe. $594, but even at $1,450, I think you're getting a good watch. I had this same watch, or not this exact same watch, but I had a quartz watch by Accutron that I wore for about 20 years. It was my daily watch, and I love that watch, and it was made out of this gold tone stainless steel, and it never faded at all during that entire period of time that I had it. This one also, it's important to note, it has a sapphire crystal. That other Accutron that I had in the past, I never had even one single scratch on it, and it was worn through all kinds of activity. But anyway, the one thing that I really like about these Accutron Legacy watches is their simplicity. In terms of the style, it's a very classic style. Nowadays, in the year 2025, a lot of guys are wearing their watches very large in size, and have been probably since the 1980s or certainly the 90s and thereon. And so you don't see a lot of people wearing these smaller watches today, but they're starting to. They're a little bit more comfortable on the wrist, in my opinion. They look great. They can be dressed up, dressed down. It can be worn with a suit. It can be worn with a sport coat. It can be worn with dressier clothes, but it can also be worn with jeans too. And it is just a beautiful watch. Let me hold it here in the light so you can kind of see how the light shines upon that sapphire crystal. If you look in the back, there is a window here that shows the mechanical movements in the back. You can see the clasp for the band, which I think I love these types of clasps like this because it helps make the band last a little bit longer. This particular one is a limited edition. They made 600 of these. This is number 240 of the 600. A beautiful watch by a legendary company, Accutron. So it's the old Bulova Accutron company. You can see the tuning fork up here at the very top of the watch face. I don't know if you can see that here. See the tuning fork logo up here, which is a similar logo to the Bulova, although I think it has been purchased by Citizen, and I think they've been trying to separate the Bulova from Accutron portion of it. I could be wrong on that. I'm not. If you want to do the research in terms of the history of the company, there's a tremendous amount of information that's available online. But I think it's a very, very stylish watch, and I would highly recommend this one for your collection. Thanks for watching the show, and continue to watch for additional updates on additional products and ideas for fashion.